Yo, peace was goody. I hope all is well, everybody. Woo! I got some heat. That's all I have to say about that. I hope all is well, everybody. Yeah, I mean, these past couple of days have been raining like crazy. It's been hot. You know, Florida's weather is crazy. But I got a lot of CDs. You know, the majority of them are internet purchases. I got and then one of my guys, one of my good friends, blessed me with 2 CDs, which I'll mention his name. You know who you are. You know, stay tuned for that. But yeah, here are the CDs, and here's the other batch. All right. I'm gonna have to do 2 videos because my camera's fucking retarded. It only can record 29 minutes, so it is what it is. All right. Like I said, this is part 96. All right. The first album that I want to show the video is K-Dee's first and only album that he ever dropped, called As Gas or Cash. No One Rides for Free. This was released in 1994. For those who don't know who K-Dee is, he's an MC from I believe from South Central Los Angeles. He got his start back in the mid 80s. He was part of a group called CIA, which was Ice Cube's old group, which consisted of 3 members: Ice Cube himself, K-Dee, and Sir Jinx. That was the crew. You know what I'm saying? And I believe they came out with a single called My Homies, and I believe they came out with the EP. I think sometime around '86 or whatever. And fast forward to 1993. He was actually featured on Ice Cube's 4th album, Lethal Injection. I did a review on that album. If you haven't peeped it, definitely check that out when you guys get a chance. He was actually featured on the song called Make It Rough, Make It Smooth, I think it was called. And on that song, Ice Cube, they both play total opposites of each other. Ice Cube plays the more, straight up, stick up kid, the most gangsters nigga in the world. Whereas, K-Dee was like the more smooth, pimp, player type of dude. So, Ice Cube talked about, sticking up niggas and robbing niggas and killing niggas. While, K-Dee's talking about, the ladies, man. He's pretty much like the ladies, man. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm not about that whole gangster shit. I'm about the ladies and then, just, fucking any chick that I see, that kind of thing. So, I thought that was pretty cool. And then fast forward to 1994, he dropped this album right here. I've been trying to get this album for a while, because the album usually goes for a lot of money online, and I got it for a great price. I got it for like $17 on eBay, but it was definitely worth it because this album usually goes for a little bit of money. It usually goes for like, 20, like between $20 and $30 or even up. But finally got my hands on it. I fucking love it. You know what I'm saying? The album has 3 singles and they all have videos. The singles are Hitting Corners. Love that song. Very smooth, very laid back. That song you can actually hear on the Fridays, not the soundtrack, but on the movie. I forgot the scene that they were playing. But it's in the movie. When you hear the song Hitting Corners, like go on YouTube, check the song out, and watch the movie Hitting Corners. You'll see what I'm talking about. They play that song in the background. But I just forgot the scene. But you guys know what I'm talking about. I know somebody in the comment box is gonna let me know what scene that is. But shout out to y'all, shout out to you guys. So like I said, Hitting Corners is a single. The Freshest MC in the World, which is a video too. And Those I Saw Pussycat, featuring Ice Cube and Bootsy Collins of Parliament. I mean, great fucking album right here. This is a dope album. This is a type of album that, if you're getting off work on a Friday night, you just go for a drive, and you just want to play some like smooth out shit. You don't want to hear that gangster shit or that stupid ass mumble rap and that Marley popping, Marley Percocet, none of that bullshit. Just getting off work, you might as well go eat dinner, go to a bar, you're gonna play the whole album, whatever. This should be a great album to play. Dope rider music, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, dope album. I'm glad I own it. Finally got my hands on it. Very hard to come by. This was released on the Lunch Mob Records, which is on Ice Cube's record label and stuff like that. So, yeah, K-Dee, As Gas or Cash, No One Rides for Free, released in 1994. Very dope album. If you can find it, highly recommend picking it up. And definitely worth the money, too. Next album, finally got my hands on this. I'm so glad I got it, man. I should have got it back in the day, but never did. But you know, better late than never. This album, I've been trying to get my hands on it, and it is Sicx with his first album, his first studio album. Death for Life, I don't count that as his first album. That's more like a compilation album, stuff like that. And so, but this is like his first studio album that he ever dropped, and the only one he dropped. This was released in 1999. Sicx, for those who don't know who he is from Sacramento, California, Sacktown. He's known for his affiliation with Brotherland Chung, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys seen this. Have seen the Brotherland Chung DJ Vlad video. You know, he talks about him and stuff like that. I'll get into him a little bit, but yeah, he's Brotherland Chung. He's a half brother, you know, that kind of thing. Like I said, it's released in 1999. Known for his affiliation with Brotherland Chung. You guys know about Brotherland Chung. You guys pretty much know what he's about. Same concept with Sicx. You know, he definitely talks about some like real dark, grimy shit, man. I mean, this guy, he's one of a kind. That's all I have to say about that. But love the production on this album. Love the dark production. If you guys like old Brotherland Chung, like I do, production-wise and lyric-wise, concept-wise, then you'll definitely enjoy this guy right here. There's one single off the album. It's On One, track 12, On One. There is a video for it. It's on YouTube. It's not really in the best quality, but there is a video. I never knew there was a video until recently, so definitely check that joint out. But fucking love this album, man. This is a great album. Very dark, very grimy. You know what I mean? Very, some of my favorite songs on the album are Before the Night's Up. Fucking love that song. Raisins of Alcohol featuring Schwarzeneggers. Killing Fields. I mean, the whole album is fucking dope, man. Glad I own it. This album usually goes for a lot of money online. I seen it go as much as like $45 online. I got it for not dirt cheap. I mean, it was a little bit pricey, but I got it, a lot better than $45. I got it for, it was $18.99 plus shipping and handling, so it came out to like $22.94. So like, around that, it'd be like $23, but definitely worth it, better than paying, $45 for a CD. You know what I'm saying? And everybody should know about the history, but for those who don't know the history about Sicx, I think it was around 2001, the early 2000s. Him and his wife raped their own kid, pretty much. I think it was his daughter. He raped his daughter. Him and his wife too. Pretty much raped, their daughters and stuff like that. And it's some sick shit. So he's serving some time for that right now. I don't condone that because I don't agree with people being pedophiles. I think people like that should be locked up for life. And I would probably think, why are you buying a CD then if he's a pedophile? I like the music. I like the beats. You know what I'm saying? I like horror movies. So that's why I bought it, and I like the album. And I've heard it before, but I just never had access to the album. But very dope album. And like I said, this is his first album. Like I said, Death for Life, I don't really consider that his first album. That's more of a compilation album of stuff that he did in the early 90s and stuff like that. So, and that album is very hard to come by. That shit goes for mad bread. I seen it for like $80 online. So, yeah, good luck with me buying that shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I have to really, really, try to get that album. I will get it eventually, but I don't know. That price have to kind of calm down. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Sicx with If the Walls Get 12, released in 1999, and that's an OG pressing, by the way. The first two albums all OG pressings. They've never been the Sicx been re-released, but even that's hard to come by. But finally got my hands on the original pressing. Next album is The Legion. Theme plus equal equals, Theme plus equal, Echo equals Krill. This was released in 1994. The Legion, they're from the Boogie Down Bronx. Known for their affiliation with Black Sheep, and they have their ties with D.I.T.C. Most notably, Showbiz and AG and stuff like that. Um, which consists of 3 members. The members are D.I.T.C right here, Chucky Smash, and Marley. Those are the 3 members of the group. They got that start back in, I want to say around 91, 92. I believe they were featured. I want to say they were featured on the Runaway Slave album. Just don't remember what song because that it's been a while since I heard the album. I could be wrong about that. I know somebody will correct me on that. But known for their affiliation with the Black Sheep and like I said D.I.T.C and stuff like that. There's 2 singles off the album. The singles are Jingle Jangles. There was a video for, and Legion Groove. Those are that's another single off the album. Pretty dope album. Very aggressive. In your face. This was released under One Love Records, which was Black Sheep's or Dress's record label at one point. I think this was like the only release on the album, I believe, and they were under Mercury Records, which is Black Sheep as well. And yeah, very very dope album, man. Love the aggressiveness of this album. Very dope. You got songs like Krill, Making Noise, Who's It On Part 1 and 2, New Niggas, Rest in Peace, It's Thorough. That's one of my favorite songs off the album. I mean, the whole album is fucking dope. If you guys like that D.I.T.C aggressive vibe to that D.I.T.C sound from the early to mid 90s, then you would definitely enjoy this album right here. Very fucking dope. Hard to come by. I got this for like $10 online on eBay. Finally got my hands on it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, hell yeah. Because this album usually goes for a little bit of money. Not too much. Like, I think the most you would probably spend is maybe like $20 or something like that. But I definitely had to get it. I got it for $10, so I couldn't beat that. But yeah, the Legion with Theme+Echo equals Krill, released in 1994. It's funny because I was listening to a podcast with Molecules. Talking about this album, and he said the theme would be like the music, the echo would mean like the voices, like them rapping, and Krill is like just like the whole ill shit that comes out of all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, the Legion, Theme plus Echo equals Krill, released in 1994. I get my hands on that. Fucking love it. Change the track. The next 2 albums, I'm gonna give a shout out to my guy Freddie Lugo. Shout out to my guy, man. Fucking love you. Thank you for blessing me for these 2 CDs, man. Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. I definitely gotta send you some CDs, which I did in the past. But wherever I see wherever I see when I go digging, I'll hit you up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so the next album is the D&D Project Part 2, released in 2002. The D&D Studios, you guys should know, it's a legendary hip hop studio that primo all the gangster, all the the gangster albums, all the J. the Damager, Group Home albums. Who else? MOP had, everybody has recorded, like everybody that was big in the 90s had recorded in D&D Studios at one point, and this is pretty much done like a compilation album. This is part 2. I have part 1. Let me show you guys, which I showed a couple years ago. Got it right here. This is part 1. Very dope, very dark, very grimy. This one right here, it's pretty cool. It's not as good as the first one. I think the first one was a lot more dark. It's more gritty. I feel like the first one was a little too short for me, but it was good though. It was great. It was a dope album. You got songs like "Love Is Gone" by Jazzo and the Immobiliari. Produced by DJ Premier. Dope song right there. That song was actually featured on the first album. Jazzo and Immobility presents Kings County, which I think I showed on a video. I forgot what video, but I know I have that album. It's featured on that album. Got songs like QNC featured Crumb song Winner Takes All, pretty dope. You got the D&D Cypher All Stars song, pretty dope. Two Hits and Past, that's what it's called. It features Aguilar, Buckshot of Black Moon, Tony Touch, Craig G, Afu Ra, Big Tigger, Rhapsody Fame, Smooth, Search, Steel from Smith and Wesson, Mr. Eon and Scram Jones. Mr. Eon being from High and Mighty, dope group, and Scram Jones. Those are the people that performed. Overall, decent album. You know what I'm saying? It's not really the best, but it definitely got some dope bangers. So I'm gonna give a shout out to my guy Freddie Lugo. Thank you for this. This is D&D Studios D&D Project Part 2, released in 2002. Next album. So glad I got this out. Thanks once again to Freddie Lugo. Shout out to you, my dude. Much love. And it is Poor Righteous Teachers with their third album, Black Business, released in 1993. You know, Poor Righteous Teachers, I've mentioned them before, them being from Trenton, New Jersey, which consists of members of Father Shahi, rest in peace, who died of a motorcycle accident or a car accident. Yeah, Father Shahi, Wise Intelligent. What's the name of the other dude? Culture Freedom, Wise Intelligent, Father Shahid, and Tony D. Even though they didn't put him they didn't coin him as a member, but I always felt like he was an important part of Poor Righteous Teacher. The singles off this album is Nobody Move. I believe there is a video on that. If you check on YouTube, there's definitely a video for that. What I like about this album is a lot more aggressive. It's like more hardcore compared to the first two albums. I do have Pure Poverty, which I showed, I think like sometime this year or last year I showed it. A lot more aggressive, more in your face, that kind of thing. And what I like about this album is that they did the production on the album. They did the majority of the production. You know, which is pretty cool, and I fucking love that. You know, Tony D, I think did like 1 or 2 tracks, but you know, they did the majority of the production. And Tony D is so slept on. A lot of people don't really give him the shine that he deserves. You know what I'm saying? I think he has like a distinctive sound. You know what I mean? Like he has that authentic Jersey sound that I don't feel like I hear a lot of people talk about. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to producers. And it's sad. I want to give recipes to Tony D as well. You and Far Shahid, y'all making beats together. You know, coming up with ideas. About to make some bangers. I know y'all doing that up there. So that would be pretty. That, you know, I know that must be cool and shit. But anyways, yeah, dope album. I'm trying to get the rest of the albums. Trying to get their first album, and I need to get their New World Order album that dropped in 1996, but that one tends to be a little bit more expensive. It's actually their most expensive one. Is more, and then more rarest one out of the 4 albums and stuff like that. But yeah, finally got my hands on this. Fucking love this album. Thank you, Freddie Lugo. Much love to you. Thank you. Poor Righteous Teachers, Black Business, released in 1993. Now we're getting back to the West Coast kind of set of things. Next album is Yo-Yo will Make Way for the Motherlode, released in 1991. Let me turn it down, it's kind of loud. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, Yo-Yo, Make Way for the Motherlode, released in 1991. Everybody should know Yo-Yo. She's an MC from South Central Los Angeles. She got a start back in the early 90s. She's known as Ice Cube's protege. You know, her first appearance on Wax was on Ice Cube's It's a Man's World, that kind of thing. You know, everybody knows that song. I did a review on that album, America's Most Wanted album, dope album, classic album. She was featured on the song "It's a Man's World," pretty much saying like, you know, self-explanatory. You know, Ice Cube's just saying like, you know, it's a man's world. You gotta, you know, fuck us and make us happy, and, you know, make a sandwich. And she's kind of like the total opposite. Like, nah, nigga, like, make your own sandwich, and, you know, respect the women and that kind of thing. And, you know, that it was kind of them going back and forth. You know, who you calling a bitch and that kind of thing. So, you know, she's pretty much like the West Coast version of Queen Latifah. That's the best way I could describe her. But yeah, very dope album. With the song "You Can't Play With My Yo-Yo," which was the single, and that was kind of the answer to "It's a Man's World." And yeah, "You Can't Play With My Yo-Yo" and "Stomping for the 90s." Those were the two singles off the album. Alright, very dope album. Love the production. The production is done by Surgeons and Ice Cube. If you guys like, production-wise, if you guys like a little bit of America's Most Wanted and Death Certificate production-wise, then you'll definitely enjoy this album right here. Yo-Yo, Make Way for the Motherlode, released in 1991. Fucking beautiful girl right here. Fucking beautiful. I mean, those eyes, woo, sexy. Next album, finally got my hands on this. Yo-Yo, her second album, Black Pearl, released in 1992. This is a follow-up from the first album. This album tends to be a little bit more aggressive compared to the first album. The first album, she didn't really curse as much. This album, you can hear a whole bunch of curse words and stuff like that. More aggressive in your face, that kind of thing. Production still done by Ice Cube and Surgeons. And I believe Bobcat and DJ Muggs did a couple of beats on the album. Very dope album. I fucks with this album. I kind of like this album a little bit more than the first album. The first album was pretty dope. The singles off this album is Homegirl Don't Play That, Black Pearl, and I believe that was it. I believe those are the singles off the album. But yeah, very dope album. Like I said, a lot more aggressive compared to the first album. I mean, it's crazy too because I ordered this album and I ended up getting the edited version, which pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm listening to the album, like, yo, I'm jamming to it, but I heard some, like, bleeps. Like, there was no curse. I'm like, what the fuck? So, that was my mistake. But, you know, you live and learn. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, finally got my hands on this album. Love it. Yeah, so, yeah, Homegirl Don't Play That. It's a Long Way Home. Cleopatra. I mean, Cleopatra's a dope song. I love this song. I love the beat for that. But, yeah. Dope album right here, Yo-Yo, Black Pearl, released in 1992. Dope West Coast shit. These next 4 albums, finally got my hands on them. I'm so happy that I got them. Next album is Original Flavor is This Is How It Is, released in 1992. This is Ski Beats' old group, which consists of 2 members, Ski Beats and Tone Hooker, which was Tone Hooker. I believe that was let's see, no, Suave Lover. Those are the 2 members of the group. And there was another MC part of the group, but then he ended up leaving after this album. But yeah, very dope album. You know, Ski Beats, definitely one of the most illest producers of all time. Very underrated. You know, that kind of thing. You know, was an in-house producer for Rockefeller Records at one point, but then I think after this Jay-Z's second album, he kind of parted ways and stuff like that, which was kind of stupid. But you know, it is what it is. But I don't think that was on him. I think it was more on Jay-Z's part. But there's a couple of singles off this album. The singles are, I think, is When I Make It. And yeah, I know When I Make It was a single. There's a video for that, and I believe that was it. Yeah, I believe that was it. When I Make It, that was a single of the album. And I think This How It Is was a single as well. Not really sure, but I know When I Make It was definitely a single. There's a video for it. Definitely check it out when you guys get a chance. Very dope. Very fun hip hop. Very jazzy. You know, that kind of thing. It's not aggressive. It's not hardcore. Just some nice fun. You know, listenable hip hop. You know what I'm saying? If you guys like Pete Rock and CL Smooth, like that kind of hip hop, then you'll definitely enjoy this album right here. Very dope. Original flavor. This is how it is. Released in 1992. Very dope album. Next album. Finally got my hands on this. Still in the Rockefeller realm of things, if that makes sense. Original flavor, the second album. Beyond Flavor, released in 1993. Fucking love this album. Been trying to get this album for a minute. Album usually goes for a lot of money online, as well as the first album. I've kind of noticed the album, the price has gone up in price, but you know, I paid a little bit of money. Like I think like about $12 or something like that, but definitely had to get my hands on that joint right there. But this is the second album and the last time they ever did as a group. Very, very, very dope album. A lot more aggressive, in your face, more hardcore. The beats are more harder. Fucking love it. I actually like this album a lot better than the first album. Even though the first album was pretty dope. The singles off this album are "Can I Get Open" featuring Jay-Z, and the song "All That," which they both have videos. Very fucking dope. Many Styles, love that joints. Jay-Z, he kills that joint right there. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you hear that song, you actually, you know, you could kind of see, you know, the potential that Jay-Z had at the time and stuff like that. Because at that time, he was doing the whole tongue twister and style and stuff like that, which I fucking love. But you know, some people see that as a gimmick, but I thought that was pretty dope. But yeah, Original Flavor with Beyond Flavor. My Original Flavor released in 1993. Very fucking dope. Next album, still in the Rockefeller realm of things. I always say that. It's Camp Lo with On the Way, Uptown, released in 2017. Alright, Camp Lo, which consists of two members, Sonny Chiba and Sonny Chiba and Geechee Suede. They're from Harlem, New York. They're from the Bronx. Not Harlem. Excuse me. Originally with this album right here, this was supposed to be the original album they were supposed to drop back in 1996. Because you guys know their classic album, Uptown Saturday Night, they were supposed to drop back in 1996, but it actually ended up dropping in 1997. But what happened with this album is that they actually dropped. It was pretty much a whole album that they recorded, but they actually you know what? I'm gonna save it for the next video because I'm kind of running out of time. But definitely stay tuned for more. Alright, peace.